Not even Marco joining in could have cleaned up.
I think he wasn't ready yet. Most of them were all flicker in!
Oh,
Okay.
Down goes Joe!
Big J's gone. A two-man Wrath of Giant. It's Vin who falls next. Ryota and Zaida running away. Falcons, they want more. These are 5 members trying to go for the chase.
Holy
They're pushing
healing,
Ryota,
helping
but
him close the
Zaida.
They're in! And they push him back!
Push him back, but they have to manage the minion wave in the bottom lane. We'll have the minions for their 12 seconds in. There are 2 members of TNC having to respond for now. Falcons will not be able to take advantage of the situation, although that was a promising win for Falcons.
Yeah. Oh, are they still going to try and burst this though? Zen and Zaida are within range.
Oh no, they are. We're not on flying clouds. They know that they'll have to walk.
And they also have the Wrath of the Dryad.
Oh, there you go. Right on cue. Zaida has to eye-fence his way out of it with a fist break, fist crab. Haji though, clutch heals, making sure that the rest of the members of Team Falcons will stay alive. But Kyle, the Sky Piercer, Joe finds a kill. Torn apart memory, but the SOD can Marco change the fate of Falcons in this fight. He finds Joe.
There's not enough out of TNC. Kyle gets revived, and they're going for it. Lord up top.
Oh, TNC disrespecting the Rafaela healing. Joe flickering it forward, also not respecting Flap that can turn things around.
That, and he had no stacks.
No stacks. Went for the torn apart memory, trying to take out Haji in the process, but eventually
He raw dogged
giving
it.
his life away, thinking that after the Sky Piercer stock that he was able to gain after taking down Kyle, it will be enough, but it wasn't. It's the Rafaela healing and the damage output wasn't enough. Falcons pushing top.
It ruined the math for Big J. I think that's the case here. Oh no, they are penetrated up top. Inhibitor falling. TNC and Falcons are equalized at least on either side. Falling. TNC and Falcons are equalized at least on either side.
Okay. I thought Zen and Zaida were trying to go for something there, but Falcons, these are 4 members just running away.
Look at them boxing in Marco, making sure that there will be no flag. Imagine some teams would have backed out a bit and whenever they see like an opening to go for the recall, they will recall out of there. But no, Falcons were patient.
Yep.
They were pooping out as 4 members, making sure that there will be no assassination plays coming out from the Hirara.
They're not leaving anything a chance because it's already happened in this game.
Yeah.
Marco was already caught out by, what, a roaming duo. Zen and Zaida was it. But now Falcons are protecting this 1,000 goal lead they have, which is again fleeting. We don't know if TNC is capable of clapping back again. Because look at the map, it's mostly blue.
Yep. And it's great that they already dealt with at least to a certain extent the long lane, because it's always been probably one of the things that held back Falcons from just going all out when there's a really major team fight, which eventually happens on the map.
Uh-oh.
It's become a very tense fight from almost like a big win for TNC already. Falcons turned it around, and now we're at 600 gold. Both of the top and the bottom lane for teams.
Conceal. They flush out Ryota. That's a defensive use of the Barats.
Conceal, counter conceal.
From the sides, it's Zen, Joe, and Zaida. They nearly got to find Kyle there, but there are quick reactions too from Falcons.
Amazing box coming up from Falcons. You gotta have to replay that. And remember, maybe that's one of the master classes when it comes to like helping your teammates, going back together, boxing each other so that you'll not have any kind of opening for your opponents. Now the Lord Fight will commence. Falcons will have the disadvantage, but they do have the Moscow to clear that one out. Granted, if the SOD lands, it will be a 5v5, but if not, Falcons will be in trouble.
That is the coin flip TNC is holding on to. The fact that they are only afraid of a 5v5 if Marco gets the SOD. That's why they're keeping themselves scarce. That's why they're like spread out like this.
Kyle being found out up top.
Yeah, I get spotted by Zen. Super Marco will be back though.
Okay, he's here. Worry not, SOD can be used for the re-engage. Lord here at half health.
Zen! Zen's gonna go into the back lines! He's actually gonna find a setup, and then the Donuts welcome too! They're gonna focus on Kyle! And it's Kyle who they actually want! But Kyle is not down! Kyle is still alive! And Flap zoning out the rest! Now it's just Ryota isolated and taken down!
Bottom lane.
Oh, the conceal. They want to answer to Zaida. Not so fast. He escorts a big chubby wave, but Falcons are able to answer back, and there's a wave for Falcons up top too.
Oh, good shot coming out from TNC, coming out from the Badang, Zen, but there wasn't any quick follow-up. There eventually was the follow-up, but it wasn't on time. And Falcons really took advantage of that. Kyle, even though after he receives the Daytona's welcome, he still managed to land the knockout strike on 2 members of TNC. That's why you can see the healing from the Rafaela and the sustain coming out from Kyle. The spell bump is there.
Oh man, deja vu. After a skirmish, comes Marco!
It happened again! Jome! Can he find a way around this? No! Jome is not going to be alive for the defense!
This is tough.
Super Marcus says, welcome back to MPL. I'm gonna solo kill ya at 19 minutes.
Dear Lord, spent his whole kit to do that too, but I'd say it's worth it. Lord up top, Kyle versus Zyda down bottom. Mid falls, Falcons can smell blood in the sky.
Mr. Wrath of Pride still, and the Lord marching up top. Flap can go in with the bravest fighter, but they're taking their time, and there he finally does. Wrath of Pride still not used. Super Marco just trying to find the target. Sen with another